And so let's quit Vim for one quick second. Now, I assume everyone remembers how to quit Vim. :Q. You have to be in normal mode. You will now quit Vim. You press enter, and oh my goodness, what just happened? Look what it says. It says no write since last change. It's trying to save you right now. It's trying to say, hey, you just wrote stuff for a file, but you didn't save it. So you have two choices. We can either save the file or get rid of it. I'm going to opt into getting rid of it, but you can either do write quit to write it and then quit, or you can do quit bang, and this will simply force quit and ignore anything that hasn't been written yet. All right? So it's like your way of kind of getting in and out of Vim. And so now let's start doing some basic navigations together. Okay, so this is where it's going to get pretty exciting, hopefully. So I'm going to actually just copy this. I'm going to go over here. I'll paste this into chat. You can just copy and paste it. Yes, please curl down something you don't know what it is and let it be put onto your system, and let's edit it. It's just the internet. It's safe. Trust me. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curl this down. What it will do is it will curl down a basic lesson, and then it's going to save it to a file called exercise.md, markdown, and then we're going to execute vim exercise.md. This should just work, you know, trademark that phrase, should just work. Here we go. So I'm going to press enter, and this is what it approximately should look like for you. I'm using NeoVim, so the colors may be a little bit different, but overall, this is what it's going to look like for you. So this is actually just a file from this presentation's repo, so you can go and look at it if you want to. So let's start moving together, all right? So I'll have the keys being displayed down here, so you'll be able to see me move around. But the first exercise is to learn about J. We're in normal mode, right? Yes, it doesn't say anything else down below. You can press J to walk. So let's press J and go all the way down to J. Once you've done that, you've completed your first set of motions. You are now moving. Man, doesn't that just feel so slow? Like, why would you ever want to edit text just pressing J? I agree with you. Don't worry, it's going to get better. Hey, at least you can move downwards now, okay? We're going someplace. And if you remember Bill Joy's keyboard, if you were paying attention, you could probably guess the rest of the letters. All right, so let's go down a little bit further, all the way down to this line right here, which is now going to tell you to press L to follow the line to the O, and then we'll press X together. So I'm going to go over, and I'm going to press L. Don't hold it. Don't cheat now. The reason why you don't want to cheat is you want this to set into your memory, right? You want to press it for now until you can really feel it. And a little bit of kind of like some hidden Vim knowledge, holding J, holding K, holding L, holding H are anti-patterns. Don't do that. You should never be in a situation in which you're holding something, because that is incorrect. But for now, we're just going to be pressing it. It's going to be the worst possible way of navigating because you need to just get it in here. All right, so let's press X. X will delete a single character that is underneath your cursor. Strange, right? Why would you ever do that? It can't happen that often. Surprisingly, yes, X will happen a lot in your lifetime. It is mind-numbing how often X happens. Anyways, so let's keep going down. You can press J to go down. Now notice something. My cursor's at the bottom of the screen. I don't know what's coming up next. This feels really uncomfortable. Now, this is not the way you should do it, but for now, this is what we'll do. Press ZZ, lowercase ZZ. Uppercase ZZ does quit, so don't get your cases mixed up. So lowercase ZZ will recenter your screen. And let's go down, down, down. Oh, what just happened there? Why is my cursor so far forward? Notice that my cursor jumped all the way over. Why is that? Well, that's because the line that we left had our cursor way up here. So Vim will maintain your cursor position, and so if you go onto lines, your cursor could bounce around depending on its last furthest known location. So maybe a little bit disorienting, but it happens. So let's keep doing this. Now notice that the instructions say, hey, use J and L to walk. But look at me. I'm just like walking. Oh, no, I'm at the bottom, so I'm going to use ZZ again. I'm just like walking downwards, and it's just all walking to O for me, because we are already so far out. And so now that I've reached O, I'm going to press X, delete it again. For those that are going along with me, I am trying to leave enough time for you to be able to do this and walk along with me. So if I'm telling a story or saying something that seems a little off topic, I'm just buying some time. Okay, I'm just here for you. That's what I'm trying to do here, okay? So let's keep going down. But this time we're going to do something a little bit different. When we get to here, you can recenter it again if you'd like to. Good habit that, you're just learning some keystrokes. You're learning how to kind of move stuff. Press H to go over once. and then press L to come back. Now at this point, your cursor will not automatically bounce over because the furthest known location is the second column in, right? So now let's go down. J, 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 over, J, 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 then the other direction, H, 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 J, J, L, 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 J, Z, Z. I'm going to recenter things. J, J, over. And this is going to take a little bit of time. You'll probably find that this is actually a little bit difficult. You'll have to think, okay, I need to go left. Is left L or is it H? And you'll probably try them both, and you'll get kind of confused. When you get to the end, hit that X. Feels great, right? We did it. We got it. Oh, things are getting better. You have so many keys now that you know. So we're going to go back. We're going to go further down. We're going to do it again. But this time we're going to add in the last one, which is going to be K. K goes up. So now we're going to have a little bit of a foot race. Okay, I'm going to see if I can go all the way down to the O, delete it, and go all the way back. The first person to finish it in the Zoom call, please say, hey, I just did it. All right? Let's see if I can be twice as fast. Uh-oh, I went off the rails. Is that a disqualification? Oh, no. I accidentally pressed a button that I'm not supposed to press. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, my goodness. This guy's so fast. I think you've been HJK and Ellen before, haven't you? Coming in here with your big skills. All right, that's good, though. That is awesome. I'm happy to see that you're able to move and to do these things. This is really, really good. Now, this is absurd, okay? I want to let you know this is not how text editing looks in Vim, but this is very good to have these fundamental movements down, because often you may be off by a single row or 2 rows. You're off by a character or 2 characters, and it's just better solved with little quick movements, and you don't want to have your brain go, how do you go down? Is it J or K? Let's try K. Dang, that's up. Let's press J, right? Like, you don't want to have to go through these thoughts, and the only way to get there is by practice and using it. And so when I first started to kind of answer that original question of, hey, this all feels super overwhelming, I don't know what to do, how do you learn all this stuff? The way that I did that was I started with just H, J, K, and L, and the next couple commands, and that is it, or the next couple motions technically. And I forced myself to get good at those, and then I moved on. Today we will be kind of going over a lot so you know what's available, because I didn't even know what was available. As I got better, I was like, well, how do I go faster? What do I do? And like, people would tell me little secrets, and I'd feel like I just have all this secret knowledge of Vim. But, you know, like, it's just out there. So I'm going to help everyone get to the right spot. So let's go down, down, down. I'm going to use ZZ again to get there. Now we're going to be way over, so everyone just hold H. I know, I told you not to hold, but for the sake of today, hold H to right here. And now we're going to go to W. Now W probably does what you think it might do, which is to hop by word. W, 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 right? Not too hard. Let me just get rid of this. There we go. So there we go. I've made it to O. Now notice something kind of unique about W here. I'm going to go all the way back. When I press W, it hopped to the beginning of every non-white space character up until the O. The reason why is it hops by words, and there's certain tokens that are considered a word and a word delimiter. This happens to be one of those breaking points, so it just jumped up to the O. Now that we're at the O, we can press X. Fantastic. And now let's go down, and we're going to do this again, except for we're going to include B. So follow with me. So press B to go all the way back. Yeah, B is pretty great. If you overshoot, press W to go forward until you get to the beginning. So we're at the beginning. We'll press W, 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 W. Look what happened there. Because it didn't detect the next word until the next line, we landed here. So now let's press J to go down. I know. If you would have pressed W, it would have went straight to O. A little secret shortcut. Don't do the Super Mario shortcut, okay? We don't want to do that here. So press J to go down. And then once you're here, press B to walk backwards, right? One at a time. And notice where it stopped. Once again, O and dash are 2 different delimiting items. And so now you have to press B once more, and you'll go to the O. Let's hit X. We just did it. We dunked on it. Fantastic. Hopefully, you're feeling super confident at this point. You got your H, J, Ks, and Ws, and Bs all in your head, and L's going to make it there at some point, but you're feeling really good. So last little thing I have right here is just a little kind of fun figure 8 that we can go on. So everyone just try to go through it twice, just pressing the keys, right? Go all the way with L, go down, go back up, and then go back with H, And then once you go all the way back to the top, try going the other direction, just so it kind of hopefully fits a little bit better in your head. Because the reason why I'm making such a big deal out of this is we're primarily going to use J and K a ton today. All right, it's just going to happen a bunch. And so I just really want to make sure you're at least familiar with J and K. H and L, you know, I don't really use them that often, but they do happen. So awesome, we've done it. Quickly, chat, how do we quit Vim? Or Meet, I don't know how fast chat is. How to quit Vim? Question mark. Can they actually respond to me in time? I don't even know. Let's find out. But what is it? What do you press? Anybody? Who's been paying attention? Say it. There you go. Colon Q. Fantastic. So colon Q. Boom. Oh, no. Happened again. What do? Either colon Q bang or WQ to write it. All right? There we go. We've done it. So now we're actually going to, there we go. Oh, yeah. Look at all those colon Qs. Look what's happening here. This is chat. This is fantastic. Good job, chat.